But it obviously is the conference games that determine who represents the Big Ten in the BCS, and the leaders slate has some very intriguing matchups. Take a look at it. Big Ten play starts with a bang on October 1st with two massive games involving leaders division teams. Ohio State hasn't lost a conference opener since 2004, but they get a stern test this year, hosting Michigan State in the Bucs' final game without their suspended players. That same day, Wisconsin becomes the first Big Ten team to play Nebraska in a conference game. The showdown in Madison is a game some believe may be a preview of the Big Ten title game in December. Scores! The next week, the Huskers face another leaders division power as Ohio State heads to Lincoln. Bo Pelini squaring off against his alma mater, one of the many storylines as these traditional powers meet for the first time since 1956. 2 weeks later, Wisconsin looks to avenge its only conference loss from last year as the Badgers head to Michigan State, a place where they haven't won in nearly a decade. That part of a huge 2-week stretch for Brett Bielema's team, which goes to Columbus to face the Buckeyes on October 29th. Ohio State looking for payback after losing its #1 ranking last year in Madison. November 12th features two games with some history behind them. Penn State battles the Huskers in what goes from being one of college football's best intersectional rivalries to one of its most intriguing annual conference matchups. Touchdown! And division dark horse Illinois meets Michigan in Champaign 1 year after the two schools combined for 132 points and 1,237 yards. Both conference records in the Wolverines' wild triple overtime win. Then on Thanksgiving weekend, traditional rivals collide. Indiana looks to make it 2 straight bucket wins against Purdue for the first time since the mid-90s. And Ohio State looks to continue its dominance of the Wolverines in a matchup that will feature two new head coaches for the first time since 1929. And might the division title be decided on the final Saturday? Penn State and Wisconsin square off in Madison in a battle of two teams that figure to be very much in the hunt.